Have you ever felt like you're constantly battling distractions, like every temptation, every excuse, every fleeting desire is pulling you away from your goals? Deep down, you know, discipline isn't something you're born with. It's something you build, step by step, through deliberate effort and focus. In Stoicism, we are taught that true freedom begins with mastery over ourselves. Distractions, temptations, and challenges are constant, but the ability to remain focused and disciplined is what sets us apart. Self-discipline is not about rigid control, but about aligning our actions with our values and goals. The good news is, discipline is a skill we can build, step by step, decision by decision. And with it, we gain not only freedom, but the power to shape our lives with purpose and clarity. In this video, I'll share 9 powerful Stoic principles that will help you strengthen your self-discipline, overcome procrastination, and take control of your life. These aren't just abstract ideas. They're practical tools you can use to build unshakable focus and inner strength. If you're ready to master yourself and achieve your goals, subscribe to Stoic Echoes US, and let's get started. 1. Ignore the detractors. In life, there will always be voices, silent or loud, questioning your path, doubting your abilities, and undermining your faith in yourself. These detractors, whether external or internal, can shake your resolve if you allow them. But ask yourself, why should the opinions of others hold power over your actions? Are they walking your path? Are they bearing your burdens? The Stoic answer is firm. Focus only on what is within your control, your thoughts, your actions, your virtues. The rest is noise. Marcus Aurelius reminds us in Meditations that the judgments of others are irrelevant unless we give them weight. Their doubts are reflections of their own insecurities, not your truth. Instead of reacting, practice silence. In private, strengthen your inner fortress. Build a foundation of self-confidence rooted in your values and purpose. The Stoic way is not to fight detractors, but to rise above them, unbothered by their words, unshaken by their skepticism. When faced with criticism, reflect, is it constructive, or is it merely an attempt to derail you? If it's baseless, let it pass like a fleeting storm. If it holds wisdom, use it to grow. Your energy is finite. Why waste it on battles that do not serve your purpose? A true Stoic knows that resilience is not loud. It is silent, private, and unyielding. So, the next time doubt creeps in, ask yourself, are you living for their approval or for your own growth? The answer will guide you. Ignore the detractors, not with anger but with quiet confidence. In doing so, you master the art of self-control and embody the Stoic ideal, calm, composed, and unwavering in the pursuit of your purpose. 2. Find your purpose. Life without purpose is like a ship drifting in an open sea, silent and directionless, at the mercy of external forces. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, what truly matters to me? What drives me beyond fleeting pleasures or societal expectations? The Stoics believe that purpose is not something we stumble upon, but something we uncover through introspection and alignment with nature. Your purpose is not dictated by others. It is private, deeply personal, and rooted in your unique strengths and values. To find your purpose, begin by examining your daily actions. Are they aligned with something meaningful, or are they distractions pulling you away from what matters? A Stoic does not chase every opportunity, but focuses on what is essential. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, remind yourself, I am rising to fulfill a human purpose." This purpose is not about grand gestures, but about contributing to the world in a way that reflects your principles. Ask yourself, What legacy do I want to leave behind? What can I do today, silently and diligently, to move closer to that vision? Purpose is not found in noise or external validation, but in the quiet, private moments of reflection and disciplined action. It is about living in harmony with your nature, fulfilling your mission with integrity, and dedicating yourself to what truly matters. Do not wait for purpose to reveal itself. It is already within you, waiting to be uncovered. Live intentionally, act decisively, and let your purpose guide your every step. In doing so, you will not only find meaning but also the resilience to face life's challenges with clarity and strength. 3. Rely on yourself. In a world filled with noise and opinions, the Stoic truth remains. Your growth, your actions, and your life are your responsibility. Have you ever paused to consider how often you look outward for solutions, approval, or guidance? The Stoics teach us that the answers we seek are not found in the external chaos, but in the silent, private space within ourselves. Relying on others may offer temporary comfort, but true strength comes from trusting your inner voice and reason. Are you willing to take full ownership of your life, or will you continue to hand over control to circumstances and others? To rely on yourself means embracing personal responsibility. It requires the courage to face challenges without excuses and the wisdom to recognize that no one is coming to save you. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This strength is not loud or boastful. It is silent, steady, and rooted in self-discipline. By relying on yourself, you become the architect of your own growth, unshaken by the opinions or actions of others. Ask yourself, what would your life look like if you stopped waiting for external validation or ideal conditions? What small, private steps can you take today to align your actions with your values? The Stoic path is not about isolation, but about building an unshakable foundation within yourself. Trust your reason, act with integrity, and take ownership of your journey. In doing so, you will discover that the power to change and grow has always been yours, silent, private, and unwavering. 4. Show up every day. Progress is not built on grand gestures or fleeting bursts of inspiration. It is forged in the silent, private moments of daily effort. Have you ever wondered why some people seem unshaken by setbacks, while others falter at the first sign of difficulty? The answer lies in one simple truth: they show up every day. The Stoic philosophy teaches that consistency, not perfection, is what shapes character. Are you willing to commit to the daily grind, even when no one is watching, even when the results seem distant? To show up every day means to be present, focused, and disciplined in your efforts, no matter how small they may seem. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do every act of your life as though it were the last." This doesn't mean rushing or overburdening yourself, but rather approaching each task with purpose and dedication. When you show up consistently, you build not only habits but also resilience, a quiet, steady strength that carries you through life's challenges. Ask yourself, what task have you been avoiding because it feels insignificant or tedious? What would happen if you committed to it, silently and privately, every single day? The results may not be immediate, but over time, your efforts compound, shaping you into a person of discipline and integrity. The Stoic path is not about waiting for motivation or ideal conditions. It's about taking action, no matter how small, and trusting the process. Show up every day, not for applause, not for recognition, but for yourself. In doing so, you will find that consistency is not just a habit. It is a virtue, a quiet force that transforms your life one deliberate step at a time. 5. The dichotomy of control. Life often feels overwhelming, filled with uncertainties and challenges that seem beyond our reach. But the Stoics teach us a profound truth. Peace comes from understanding what is within your control and what is not. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, am I wasting energy on things I cannot change? The dichotomy of control is a silent, private practice that helps you focus your energy where it truly matters. Your actions, reactions, and judgments. Everything else, other people's opinions, external events, or outcomes, is beyond your influence and not worth your worry. Epictetus reminds us, some things are up to us and some things are not. By embracing this distinction, you free yourself from unnecessary frustration and anxiety. Analyze your life. How often do you stress over things you can't control? Do you let others' words dictate your mood or allow external circumstances to define your happiness? The Stoic approach is clear. Focus on what you can control and let go of the rest. This is not about indifference, but about clarity and strength. Ask yourself, what can I do today, silently and privately, to improve my actions and judgments? How can I respond more calmly to situations that test my patience? By shifting your focus inward, you gain power over your life. You realize that while you cannot control the storm, you can control how you navigate through it. The dichotomy of control is not just a mental exercise, it is a way of living with purpose and resilience. When you focus on what you can control, you reclaim your energy, your peace, and your freedom. Accept what is beyond you, act with integrity on what is within you, and you will find a quiet strength that no external force can shake. 6. Never play the victim. Life is full of challenges, but playing the victim only chains you to weakness and despair. Have you ever caught yourself blaming others, circumstances, or fate for your struggles? The Stoics teach us that while we cannot control what happens to us, we can control how we perceive and respond to it. The path of resilience is a silent, private journey, one where setbacks are not excuses but opportunities to grow stronger and practice virtue. Will you rise to meet life's difficulties, or will you surrender to self-pity? To never play the victim is to take full ownership of your mind and reactions. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. By shifting your focus inward, you transform adversity into a tool for growth. A failure becomes a lesson, an insult becomes a test of patience, and a loss becomes a chance to practice gratitude for what remains. Playing the victim robs you of this power and keeps you stuck in a cycle of helplessness. Ask yourself, how often do you dwell on what you've lost instead of what you can learn? What would your life look like if you chose to see every hardship as a chance to strengthen your character? By refusing to play the victim, you reclaim your freedom. You stop waiting for others to fix your problems and start building the resilience to face them yourself. The Stoic path is clear. Hardships are inevitable, but suffering is optional. Never playing the victim means living with quiet strength, turning every challenge into an opportunity to grow. In doing so, you embody the Stoic ideal, calm, deliberate, and unshaken by the storms of life. 7. Master impulsivity. In the quiet, private moments of decision-making, the battle against impulsivity is fought and often lost. How often do you find yourself reaching for immediate gratification, knowing it pulls you further from your long-term goals? The Stoics understood that mastering impulsivity is not just about resisting temptation, it's about cultivating the strength to prioritize what truly matters over fleeting desires. Impulsivity is a thief, robbing you of discipline, clarity, and the rewards that come from patience. Will you let your impulses dictate your life, or will you take control? To master impulsivity is to embrace the power of delayed gratification. As Seneca advises, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. By pausing before acting, you create space for reflection, allowing reason to guide your choices instead of emotion. That momentary indulgence, a purchase, a distraction, a reaction, may feel satisfying now, but at what cost? The cost is often your progress, your purpose, and your peace. Ask yourself, what would change if you learned to pause? Could you resist the urge to act in the moment and instead align your actions with your greater goals? By practicing restraint, silently and privately, you strengthen your willpower and build a foundation for lasting success. Each small victory over impulsivity is a step toward mastering yourself. The Stoic path demands quiet discipline, a commitment to rise above the pull of instant gratification. When you master impulsivity, you gain control over your life. You become deliberate, patient, and focused, no longer swayed by the temptations of the moment. In this mastery lies freedom, the freedom to pursue what truly matters, unshaken by the fleeting desires that once held you captive. 8. Model the wise. In life, we often struggle to navigate challenges alone, but the Stoics remind us that wisdom is not created in isolation. It is learned by observing those who have already walked the path. Have you ever considered whose example you follow? Modeling the wise is a silent, private practice of studying the lives of those who embody the virtues you wish to cultivate. Their actions, decisions, and resilience in the face of adversity serve as a guide, showing you what is possible when wisdom and discipline are mastered. To model the wise is to recognize that greatness leaves clues. Marcus Aurelius studied the virtues of those around him, noting their patience, humility, and strength, and used their examples to sharpen his own character. Who inspires you? Are you learning from their courage, their ability to remain calm under pressure, their commitment to what is right? By reflecting on their lives, you gain a multi-dimensional perspective on how to approach your own struggles with grace and purpose. Ask yourself, what virtues do you admire in others, and how can you embody them in your own life? Can you practice the same silent discipline, the same private resolve to grow into the person you aspire to be? Modeling the wise is not about imitation, but about inspiration. It's about learning to see challenges as they do, opportunities to practice virtue and refine your character. The Stoic path is clear. Wisdom is not innate. It is cultivated through effort and observation. By silently and privately shaping your actions after those you admire, you take deliberate steps toward becoming the person you were meant to be. Model the wise, and you will find a steady compass to guide you through life's uncertainties, grounded in the timeless virtues of strength, patience, and integrity. 9. Daily review. At the end of each day, in the silent, private moments before rest, lies an opportunity for profound growth. Have you ever paused to reflect on your actions, thoughts, and reactions? The Stoics believed that self-examination is the cornerstone of a virtuous life. By reviewing your day, you gain clarity on whether you lived in alignment with your values or let impulses and distractions pull you astray. Did you act with patience, courage, and integrity? Or did you allow anger, fear, or indulgence to dictate your choices? Daily review is not about self-criticism but about self-improvement. Seneca advised, "When the light has been removed and my wife has fallen silent, I examine my entire day, and measure my deeds. This practice offers a multi-dimensional perspective on your behavior, helping you identify patterns and areas for growth. What moments tested your character? Where did you succeed, and where did you fall short? Through this quiet reflection, you strengthen your awareness and prepare for a better tomorrow. Ask yourself, did I live today as the person I aspire to be? What could I have done differently? By honestly answering these questions, you tap into your innate desire to grow and improve. The daily review is a private ritual that grounds you in accountability, ensuring that each day is a step closer to the Stoic ideal of a life well lived. The Stoic path demands discipline, and the daily review is a powerful tool for cultivating it. In these silent moments, you reclaim control over your life, refining your actions and reactions to align with your highest virtues. Make this practice a habit, and you will find yourself living with greater intention, clarity, and strength, unshaken by the chaos of the world. As we've explored today, the principles of Stoicism are not just ancient wisdom, they are timeless tools to help you rise above life's challenges and reclaim your inner peace. By mastering these 9 principles, you can navigate the chaos of the world with clarity, strength, and purpose. Remember, true resilience isn't about avoiding adversity, it's about transforming it into an opportunity for growth. Every challenge is a chance to practice virtue, to remain calm, and to strengthen your mind. If this video resonated with you, consider subscribing to Stoic Echoes US for more insights on how to live a life of purpose and unshakable peace. Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear how Stoicism has helped you on your journey. Until next time, guard your mind, trust your reason, and always strive to live with quiet strength and unwavering focus. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.